Hello students, welcome back to Alpa Active Learning. Do like, share and comment. And if you want that I should make video of your choice, you can suggest topics for that also. So today in English, we are going to learn punctuations. Without them, so a student should know all the punctuation marks very well. So what is punctuation then? Punctuation marks are symbols that are used to make the clarity and comprehension of written language. Along with the written language, children, they are also useful for reading because it gives an idea where to pause or change tone when reading aloud. There are 14 punctuation marks. Now what if we use a wrong punctuation mark or if we don't use a punctuation mark, children? Let's see the sentence. Let's eat grandpa. Oh my God, you want to eat your grandpa? क्या आप अपने दादाजी को खाने वाले हो? But now let's read this. Let's eat grandpa. Oh, you are so humble, so mannerful person. You are asking your grandfather that come on, let's eat together. See the difference in the meaning, see the perception the person have if you don't use the proper punctuation mark. The second one, I find inspiration in cooking my family and my dog. Oh, so you want to cook your family and your dog just to get inspiration? No. Now let's see. I find inspiration in cooking, my family and my dog. Activity, your family and your dog, these three things are the source of inspiration. So children, I hope now we have understood why we should use the right punctuation mark. And for that you should know what are the punctuation mark and where we are using them. So let's understand. The first is full stop, second comma, question mark followed by semicolon, apostrophe, colon, round brackets or known as parenthesis, exclamation mark, quotation marks, ellipsis, hyphen, dash, slash, curly brackets, at the rate of sign, square brackets and asterisk. So the first is the full stop. It is known as period, जिसे हिंदी में हम पूर्ण विराम कहते हैं. विराम यानी स्टॉप होना, अटकना, रुकना. पूर्ण यानी complete. So once something which is and then there is a new beginning. So we say that it's a greatest pause. It is used for separation of one chunk of information from the second one. It is used to mark the end of a declarative and an imperative sentences. So remember, declarative sentences और imperative sentences जो होते हैं, उन्हीं के बाद under their completion we put full stop. It is their identity. For example, we are proud Indians. Please pass me that book you are requesting. So it's an imperative one. Don't talk so rudely. Again, here imperative, but it is negative one. Second, it is used while writing abbreviation. We use many abbreviation, children. For example, India's GDP rate is 10%. Here GDP is growth domestic product. Second example, he passed SSC in 2010. So we all know secondary school certificate. So all the degrees what you are getting like BA, MA, BSc, MSc, BCom, CA, you must have seen that there we are using this full stop. Next, it is used in writing short forms and initials. Example given. And when you want to write your initials, here also we are using full stop. Second is question mark, जिन्हें हम प्रश्न चिन्ह कहते हैं, but obvious It is used at the end of a question when you want to ask about anything. We say it's an interrogation. So interrogation means पूछताछ करना, and पूछताछ हम करते हैं प्रश्न के द्वारा. So what are you doing here? Who is your favorite sports person? Have you been to London? So children, here whether it's WH questions or the questions that start from the auxiliary verbs or helping verbs, every questions end with question mark. Third is exclamation mark. We call it Vishmayadi Bodhak Chinha. We all know that exclamation is a sudden and the strong feeling of happiness or sadness. So it is used after an interjection or exclamation. He said, "Hooray! We have won the match." Second, what a colorful sunset. So here interjection hooray, and here what a colorful sunset is an exclamatory sentence. Now comma. Comma we call it as alpa viram. Alpa means small, सबसे छोटा we say. विराम यानी रुकना. So it represents the shortest pause. It is never placed at the end of a sentence. Remember children, we never put comma at the end of a sentence. It is used to separate a series of words in a list. Samir brought bread, comma butter, comma eggs and jam. So your bread, butter, eggs, there are many things together. So they are separated by comma. It is also used in writing conversations. Mohit said, comma, I can carry these books. So the spoken words of Mihir are kept in inverted commas where the speaker, that is Mohit, whatever he is saying, right? Mohit said. So we are putting comma after that. It is also used to separate words such as yes or no from the sentences. We ask short questions like, do you like coffee? Yes, I do. Do you like cake? No, I don't. So your yes and no get separated by using comma. To separate independent clauses when they are joined by any coordinating conjunctions. Children, we have learned coordinating conjunctions. We use these acronyms fanboys, that is F for, A for and, N for not, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. Right? So when we are using these coordinating conjunctions, for example, the game was over but the crowd refused to leave. Here but is the coordinating conjunction. So we write before the coordinating conjunction, but see that the game was over is an independent clause. It has its own meaning. He is not well, so he could not attend the meeting. Again, so is coordinating conjunction. He is not well is an independent clause. It is also used immediately after the salutations and at the end while writing formal or informal letter. As you know, we write dear uncle, respected sir, madam, whatever it may be. And again, yours sincerely, truly, we use comma. To separate expressions like of course, however. Let's say example, of course, I made this model. So here, of course, you want to emphasize, you want to stress that yes, it is made by me. However, there were many challenges. Again, look at here, after however, we have used comma. Then in writing question tag, yes, you haven't seen this film. If you want to add question tag, the rule says after writing the sentence, put comma, write the correct tag, and after that put question mark. So here you haven't seen this film, comma, have you, and there is a tag. There come next semicolon, जिसे हिंदी में हम अर्धविराम कहते हैं. देखिए अल्प विराम से अर्ध बड़ा होता है, right? So it shows a pause of greater importance than comma. So now you remember, whenever there is a semicolon, you have to pause greater than the pause you are taking for comma. So it is used to separate clauses, especially those which are not joined by conjunction. See, in the previous one we have seen, comma was used for separating coordinating conjunction. Sumit likes to play cricket. Amit likes to play football, right? Both are independent clause, but here conjunction is missing. It is to introduce a new sentences with words such as however, nevertheless, therefore as connectors. I did not finish reading. Instead, I watched the news. The next is colon, जिसे हम विसर्ग भी कहते हैं. It marks a still complete pause than that expressed by the semicolon. It is used to introduce a list, series, and explanation. Example, I am going to buy 3 things: a laptop, bicycle, and shoes. Second, between two closely connected sentences. They will not make it. The storm is too powerful. To introduce a quotation, the speech of a character in a play. So example, mother, you haven't tried at all. It is also used to separate an introductory word or phrase that applies to the whole sentence. It was very cold. The temperature was below zero. It's to emphasize. For example, you have 2 choices: finish the work today or forget to watch a movie. Separates units of time. Call A, 6:30 a.m. The next is dash. It is used to separate parts of sentence. She was counting in a very low voice, almost a whisper. It was great to see you. We must meet again. It is used for marking of extra information in the sentences also. On Monday, dash, the first day of our holiday, dash, we explored the beach. So you can recollect, children, we are using this for outline story. Hyphen. It is shorter than dash. It is used to connect the part of a compound word. Mother-in-law, Irish American, cooperation, and many more compound words, children. His books are world famous. So world famous, compound word. Writing a dictionary is a never-ending task. Never-ending, compound word. Sometimes we use it in numbers also. He is working maybe 25 hours a week. So here 25 is a compound word. Then comes quotation marks. There are 2 types. जिन्हें अवतरण चिन्ह कहते हैं हिंदी में, सिंगल और डबल. So when we use single one, the single quotation mark is used for special word or phrase. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, and health is wealth, the slogans. Second, to indicate the title of a book, film, etc. For example, the book Black Beauty was also made into a film. Third, to show that a word is being used ironically or oddly. So there were many experts in the audience. Double quotation marks are used in writing conversation. So you must have come across the direct and indirect speech. He said, bring me a glass of water. The next is ellipsis, the 3 dots. This shows that the sentence is unfinished and the story continues. Yes, there we are using. Children, we are also using this in mathematics while representing the set of numbers. Sometimes it is used to show that the words have been missed out in quotation. The next is the apostrophe. It is used for omission and possession. You have seen all kinds of shortened forms of words where the apostrophe is used for can't, it's, I, you are, doesn't. For the possession, here Apostrophe S shows ownership. The girl's coat means the coat belonging to the girl. The children's home, the home belonging to the children. Brackets are used to show information which is extra to the main text. Marking of extra informations embedded in the sentence. That is example, on Monday. Here the first day of our holiday is, this text is kept in bracket. Certain time marking of extra facts like dates or dimensions, especially in the history or when you are reading biography. Here see APJ Kalam, that is his lifespan, is given in the bracket. As brackets are very noticeable, they are used when the writer wishes to draw attention to the extra information. They are sometimes called parentheses. Now, use of capitals. It is used to begin a sentence. Remember, every sentence, the first letter is always capital. It is used to begin each line of a poem. To begin a proper noun. Remember, proper noun may be in the beginning, in the middle or at the end. The first letter of the proper noun should be capital. For titles of books, films and stories, and for the abbreviation, we use capitals. However, in some particular abbreviations, we use the second alphabets also. Apart from this, for a good written language, which is easy to read and understand, we must use asterisk sign, proper space and paragraphing. You can use bullet points, and now as you are using the smartphone, laptop, you know the italic print, the bold print, the underline, the enlarged print, which makes our presentations very effective. So hope this video is useful to you, and to subscribe and press the bell icon to receive the notification of my next incoming videos. Thank you so much.